Deep in the green shadow, the pastoral stranger of the apocalyptic days. Chapter 1, Brokenness and Rebirth. 55 years after the end of the world has long since collapsed. The wind swept through the ruins, and only the sound of the wind and dust accompanied it. Lin Yan opened his eyes and felt that his bones were as fragile as dead branches that could break at any moment. She is the child of a survivor of the end times, born premature and weak. Her mother, Lin Yin, has disappeared at the beginning of the apocalypse, while her father, Lin Huai, is immersed in a shattered past. Lin Yan's vision gradually cleared, but what he saw was a completely different scene: green mountains, stretches of rice fields, clear streams, and the fragrance of soil and flowers wafting through the air. Her heart beat suddenly. This is no longer the world of the end times, but a country time far away from the end times. It's where? She had doubts in her heart, but she couldn't hide the joy in her heart. She crossed over to the peaceful years before the end of the world, and became the daughter of a poor peasant family, the most inconspicuous little flower in the field. However, this identity did not bring her happiness. She was born with frailty, she was sick since she was a child, and even walking became a problem. The farmer, as welcoming as he was, couldn't help her much. The only thing she could rely on was the verdant plants. Chapter 2: The Awakening of Plant Systems. Although he had crossed over, Lin Yan found that the botanical abilities he had in the last days in the past had actually dissipated. That's her only dependence, and that's her talent. However, just when she was extremely disappointed, a mysterious voice sounded in her heart. Plant System Activation. The system interface is as transparent as morning dew, simple and powerful. Lin Yan felt the long-lost life force flowing through his body. This was a new plant system, not an anomaly, but a new ability to communicate with nature. She tried to reach out and caress a wild flower, and immediately felt the pulse of the flower's growth. System Prompt. Acquire Skill, Plant Growth Acceleration. Acquire Skill, Soil Fertility Amplification. It's all amazing. She understands that she is not just an ordinary farmer, but also a guardian of nature. Chapter 3: Rural Hardship and Sprout of Hope. Lin Yan's home is in Lianyun village, a remote village in the south. Although life here is hard, the people are simple. There is subtle tenderness hidden in his father's hard face, but his farm work is too heavy to take care of his frail daughter. There is also a young man named Mu Qingchuan in the village, who is a rare scholar in the village, and often brings a notebook to talk to Lin Yan about plants and land. Qingchuan was particularly sympathetic to Lin Yan's situation, and the two gradually became partners who talked about everything. Lin Yan began to use the plant system to improve the fields at home. She used her newfound skills to make the rice grow faster and stronger, and she also experimented with planting various flowers and herbs. The family gradually saw her value, and the worry on their faces faded. However, there is a deeper secret looming in the system. Main quest: find the remnants of plants in the apocalypse. Memories of the end times lingered in her mind, as if something important had not yet been unraveled. Chapter 4: Hostility in the Fog. As the seasons change, Lianyun village ushers in an unusual challenge. The woods on the edge of the village suddenly withered, the crops rotted inexplicably, and the villagers fell into panic. Lin Yan and Qingchuan investigated and found that this was actually a strange parasite called black mist fungus outside the village. It spreads like a poisonous miasma, devouring the life force. It reminded her of the desperate black fog epidemic in the last days. Just as she was researching how to fight the black fog fungus, a group of uninvited guests suddenly came to the village, an organization that called itself Green Alliance. They claim to be able to help the village resist the disaster, but in fact they have another purpose, trying to seize the power of the plant system from Lin Yan's body. Lin Yan and Qingchuan encountered the first test of life and death. In a fierce pursuit, Lin Yan's system unexpectedly awakens a new defensive skill, and the Green Alliance's plot is temporarily blocked, but the enemy is strong and cunning. Chapter 5: Thorns and Orchids. On the way to escape, Lin Yan accidentally broke into the hidden Lanyugu. This is where the energy of the plant system is most intense, and it is the key to her finding lost power. In the valley grows a mysterious flower called orchid, which is said to heal all wounds. Lin Yan systematically delved into the mysteries of Yalan and learned the skills of healing and purification. She also meets the guardian of the valley, a white-haired old man named Cranberry Frost. The old man had high hopes for her, teaching her ancient plant knowledge and the secret methods of fighting the black fog fungus. During this time, Lin Yan has grown physically and mentally. She is no longer the weak premature baby, but gradually transformed into a real plant ability. Chapter 6, The Black Mist Finale. Back in the village, Lin Yan led the villagers to work together to fight against the black fog fungus. She uses her newfound skills to develop powerful defensive vegetation, and combines them with the system to create a pure spirit grass that specializes in absorbing black fog toxins. The Green Alliance finally showed its true colors and sent more elites to try to snatch Lin Yan's power. The village fell into a scuffle. Lin Yan and Qing Chuan fought side by side, and everyone guarded this green homeland. At the height of the battle, the plant system in Lin Yan's body reached an unprecedented peak, awakening the power of the sealed tree of life. A green light swept through the entire village like a torrent, purifying the black mist fungus and completely dispelling the Green Alliance. Chapter 7, A New Green Legend. After the war, Lianyun village returned to life. Lin Yan became a legend in the village and was known as the Green Shadow Guardian. She continues to study the mysteries of plant systems to help more suffering villages. Qing Chuan decided to leave the village to study in the city, promising to come back in the future to fight side by side with Lin Yan. Lin Yan smiled, looking at the green mountains and green water in the distance, and his heart was full of hope. Although this world has experienced countless calamities, as long as there is love and the power of nature, it can be reborn from the ruins of the end times. She is convinced that there are endless possibilities waiting to be explored in the future. Chapter 8, The Mysterious Messenger from Afar. Lin Yan's life gradually returned to calm, with the ears of rice swaying in the fields and the wind gently blowing the verdant leaves. However, an unexpected piece of news shattered her peace. Early one morning, a plainly dressed messenger came to the entrance of the village, holding a letter with a mysterious mark in his hand. There are only a few short sentences in the letter. The true source of the Tree of Life lies in the blue mountains of the north. If it is not found, the black fog of the last days will come again. Lin Yan spread out the letter, and his heart shook. This means that the power she has is only a part of the power of the entire Tree of Life. The real strength and the crisis are in the far north. After separating from Harukawa, she never thought that she would be drawn so far by fate. She knew that this journey was not only about finding strength, but also the key to unlocking the afterimage of the end times. Chapter 9, The Trial of the Northern Cabbage Mountains. The Blue Mountains of the North are towering and misty, shrouded in clouds, and are said to have been the abode of ancient nature gods. With the strength and enthusiasm of the plant system, Lin Yan embarked on an arduous journey. On the way, she met a lone ranger named Lang Zifeng, who was athletic, but he was wary of Lin Yan. Zifeng is a native of the northern mountain range, who understands the secret methods of mountains and forests, and has the ability to control the wind. After many trials and misunderstandings, the two gradually built trust. Zifeng revealed that there was an ancient tribe lurking in the Azure Mountains, the Qinglin clan, who were the guardians of the power of the Tree of Life. Chapter 10, The Remains of the Qinglin Clan. Lin Yan and Zifeng went deep into the mountains together and found an ancient ruin covered in vines and moss. The Qinglin clan once controlled a powerful natural force and was able to balance the energy of heaven and earth. In the ruins, Lin Yan uses the plant system to activate the sleeping altar, triggering a memory illusion, a warning about the eve of the end of the world. Before the outbreak of the end times, the Qinglin clan tried to seal the core power of the black mist fungus, but failed. System prompt. Altar activated, gain skill, heart of nature, briefly merges all the elements of nature. This is Lin Yan's unprecedented strength, which means that she will face greater responsibility. Chapter 11, The Eve of the Storm. On the way back, the Blue Mountains suddenly surged. The residual power of the black mist fungus reappeared like a ghost, this time not only eroding the land, but also beginning to affect people's hearts. Villages and forests are in a panic. Lin Yan and Zifeng decided to gather the nearby villagers and the descendants of the Qinglin clan to prepare for the impending disaster. At this time, the remnants of the Green Alliance reappeared, claiming that they were willing to cooperate, but there was a conspiracy behind it. Lin Yan fell into the choice between trust and doubt. Chapter 12, The War of the Heart. In a duel between nature and darkness, Lin Yan's mind was eroded by the black fog fungus, and she felt unprecedented fear and despair. Ziyi Feng used his wind ability to build a spiritual barrier for her. Deep in his heart, Lin Yan began to have a dialogue with the system, which revealed the true origin of the black mist fungus, a curse from the abyss of the end of the world, wanting to devour all life. This battle is not only a physical confrontation, but also a contest of will and faith. Chapter 13, The Border Between Light and Shadow. After an arduous inner struggle, Lin Yan finally mastered the full power of the heart of nature. She can sense the resonance of wind, fire, water, earth, and plants, and used this power to purify the black fog fungus. After the truth was revealed, the remnants of the Green Alliance scattered and fled, and Ziyi Feng and Lin Yan used the power of wind and plants to create a barrier and block the source of the black mist fungus's recovery. However, she understands that this is not the end, but a new beginning. Chapter 14, The Birth of a New Guardian. Back in Lianyun village, Lin Yan took his experience and strength to become a true guardian of the Tree of Life. She began to educate villagers on how to live in harmony with nature and use systems to rejuvenate abandoned land. Harikawa's letters are frequent, and he strives to research a new direction in the city that combines science and supernatural abilities, hoping to change the world with Lin Yan in the future. Lin Yan stood among the green mountains and green waters, feeling the subtle echoes of the system. In the future, although there are still unknowns and challenges, she is no longer the frail premature baby, but the greenfield watchman of the new era. Chapter 15, The Secrets of the System and Its Ancient Origins. Lin Yan gradually realized that the plant system was not a simple ability tool, and its origin was far more complex than she imagined. One night, a blurry piece of ancient text and images suddenly appeared on the system interface, seemingly from thousands of years ago. In the video, a group of ancient nature guardians use a huge life core to maintain the balance of the Earth's ecology. However, it was from that core crack that the black mist fungus was born, the result of an imbalance of natural forces. The sound of the system is soft and mysterious. You, Lin Yan, are the chosen inheritor of life and have the mission of restoring the balance of nature. This revelation shook her heart, and she was not only a guardian, but also an inheritor, with the responsibility of saving the world. Chapter 16, The Fog of the City, a secret study of Harukawa. Meanwhile, Harukawa, who is far away in the city, is teaming up with a group of scientists to try to combine supernatural abilities with modern technology to mimic nature's healing and defensive powers. His laboratory is suddenly attacked by a mysterious attack, and the microbial residue of the black fog fungus quietly seeps in, causing a small-scale ecological crisis. Harukawa temporarily takes control of the situation with the help of his abilities and technology, but finds clues left in the system, suggesting that the end times are just part of a larger conspiracy. Qing Chuan decided to contact Lin Yan and tell her this information. Together, they will start a revolution in the fusion of science and nature. Chapter 17, Reunion and the Call of the Future. Lin Yan and Zifeng were about to set off for the north to the city, and received a letter from Qing Chuan on the way. At the moment of reunion, the three of them were full of expectation and determination. They form a squad called the Green Shadow Alliance, which brings together anomalies, scientists, and nature guardians to set out to fight the larger threat behind the black mist fungus. As their investigation deepens, they discover a secret organization hidden behind the scenes, trying to control abilities and technology in a quest to control the world. Chapter 18, Broken Peace and New Wars. The boundaries between urban and rural areas are becoming increasingly blurred, and the spread of black fog infections is expanding. The Green Shadow Alliance has faced unprecedented challenges. Lin Yan's system began to fluctuate abnormally, reminding her that the ancient life core was on the verge of collapse. She must venture deep into the perilous remnants of the apocalypse in search of a core fix. This time it is not only a contest of strength, but also a decisive battle of faith and hope. Chapter 19, The Secret of the Last Days. Lin Yan and the Green Shadow Alliance stepped into the remnants of the apocalypse, a desolate and dilapidated land shrouded in black mist. It is the last place of the core of life, and it is also the source of the strongest black fog fungus. They found that the dilapidated technological facilities coexisted with nature, as if time had stood still here. Zafeng clears the fog with his wind-based abilities, and Harukawa uses a scientific device to detect anomalous energy. Lin Yan felt the shock of the system, and the life core was finally connecting with the world through her. The core reveals to her that only a true fusion of the power of nature and technology can restore the shattered balance. Chapter 20, The Communion of the Core of Life. In the deepest part of the ruined facility, Lin Yan faced the huge life core device. She combines the power of her plant system with the echo resonance device developed by Harukawa to produce a strong energy resonance. The black mist fungus tried to stop the repair and unleash terrifying dark creatures, but Lin Yan fused various elements with the heart of nature to summon a powerful green guardian spirit, the incarnation of the Tree of Life. In the fierce battle, Zafeng slashed the dark creatures with the wind blade, Harukawa activated the purification equipment, and the three of them worked together to finally complete the repair of the core. Chapter 21, The Rebirth of the World. As the life core was restored, the black mist fungus was quickly purified, and the remaining darkness dissipated into the morning light. The shadow of the end times has finally been banished, and the world has ushered in the light that has not been seen for a long time. Lin Yan felt that the pressure of the system was gradually dissipating, but she left behind a powerful natural guardian force, making her a true inheritor of life. The Green Shadow Alliance is gradually dissolved, villages and cities begin to rebuild, and technology and nature coexist in harmony in a new era of peace. Chapter 22, The Green Shadow of the Future. Back in Lianyun village, Lin Yan stood by the verdant rice fields, the breeze blowing her hair. She understands that this journey has allowed her to find not only strength, but also belonging and mission. Harukawa established the Institute of Anomalies and Nature in the city to promote the integration and development of science and technology and nature. Zafeng guards the Blue Mountains and continues to guard the secrets of the ancient wines. Lin Yan took a deep breath, and a determined light flashed in his eyes. No matter what the future holds, this green shadow will always protect our home. Postscript. The final chapter of the story has come to an end, but Lin Yan and her world have just ushered in a new life. From the ruins of the last days to the guardian of green mountains and clear waters, along the way, the people and things around her have portrayed a picture full of hope and growth. Perhaps power is never something that you have alone, but it is piled up bit by bit in the trust with your partners and in the resonance with nature.